Jeremy Canner, Ohio Prospecting, and I'm getting ready to go out to the creek, do some prospecting. Got my tent all set up, getting everything down the creek. Johnny's walking around. She don't want me to film her, so I stay off to the left. Okay. Kids are all down there. The little ones are playing in the tent, throwing everything out. I'm gonna go over to the mud flats. Okay, so I did my first test pan from behind all this stuff here at the beginning of mud flats. And there's a pretty good little gravel bar over here that I'm gonna work. And first test pan I did here, bring you guys on in here. 3 little specks, not too bad. See if we can zoom in there, get a better look. So that's not a bad pan for this little section. And yeah, I've never panned on this section because I never had the hip waders to get over here, and it is waist deep on through there. The kids are loving it. They're all down there playing. See if I can show you guys here. They're all having a good time down there. The wife and sister-in-law are up at the tent with the little ones. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more test panning around. Let's find some gold. So for the tip of the day, 2 things I like to always do is, as you see my pan down there, is I like to test my tailings, and I like to test the hole as I go periodically. So that's the tip for the day. All right, I'm gonna keep running. So I just shut everything down for a minute. I gotta get over there and start the fire for them, and I need to take a safety meeting. So yeah, I'll have it fired up in a minute and I'll let you guys watch on. Be back in a minute. Alrighty, so let's get this fired back on. Back in. Just back from the safety meeting. And yeah, I didn't feel like wearing the hip waders the whole day because yeah, they do get pretty hot and sweaty to wear them damn things. So let's just get back in there and get at it. And I got boots over there. I don't care if we get the shoes. And I had to take a moment to think about how I wanted to do today's video. Today, we're going to do some high banking right here. We're going to do some night panning, some night running. I even have lights that I can set up over here, and we can make it look pretty freaking neat over here. And I don't want to disturb the people that are camping over across from Mud Flats this time. I'm trying to keep it a little bit quieter this time, so yeah, I'll try to keep it under the radar a little bit. So let me get this ran down. Let's dig a big hole and let's work our way through the night. Okay, so yeah, I've got down there a little bit, started hitting a little bit of a clay pocket, finding some of that chunky sandy clay that's always stuck to the edges of the rocks. And yeah, we're getting a good layer of that. So that's where I'm assuming that the gold's probably sitting in this section. I have no idea what's way down below that, but we will find out by tomorrow because I got a second battery to run after this. This one's already starting to die down, starting to lose daylight too. So yeah, let me get a little bit running. I even brought my UV flashlight. And I figured maybe we could check up and down this rock gravel bar and see if there's any glow-in-the-dark rocks or fossils that might be laying around up through here. And a good way to find them would be with that flashlight that my brother Coos had sent to me. Thank you, Coos. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep these videos short because we gotta make some more tomorrow. Day 1 almost done. Besides that, tonight's little adventure that I'm gonna take you guys on. All right, so I had to turn the flashlight on a little bit so we can try to see in here a little bit. Look at that, some chunky metal. That's always a good sign. I don't see anything really, but that's that Ohio gold for you. So yeah, let's get this machine back up over to the campsite. And as you can see, yeah, the sun's pretty much gone down. Just waiting for it to get dark. The hole's getting deep too. Pretty good size. Not too bad. Yeah, tailing piles. So yeah, let me get it cleaned up and let's do a cleanup over at the camp. Be back in a bit. Okay, so it's day 2. Get ready to do the clean out from yesterday's run from over at Mud Flats. Today is also an OSPA meeting, so people are starting to show up. It'll be about 11 o'clock whenever the OSPA meeting starts. There will be a raffle and a pot cook today, which will be cool. Bring you guys along on that. So yeah, let's get to this cleanup. I'll bring you guys right back. I'm getting to the point where it's all black sand, hardly any blonde sand left, but there's a good amount of black sand in there. As you can see, that's all black sand and ironstones. So what I'm trying to do is pan off as much of that as possible. Keep stratifying, a couple little light flicks like that, then stratify again, because we don't want to lose any gold. And this light Ohio gold likes to sit in layers on top of the black sand. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. It likes to sit in layers. It doesn't always fall straight to the bottom. Sometimes it'll sit right on top of a layer of black sand or a coarser layer of black sand underneath. It can be really difficult to pan off. But yeah, I'll work at this a bit, then I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, so let's see how we did for yesterday's run. See if we can get the glare off of it. I'll try tipping the water back. Not bad. Got a bit of color in there. I'll give you guys a better view when we get home, you know that. I'll get it all dried up and cleaned up at home. Well, this is just from yesterday's run. The glare out here is very hard to see stuff. But as you can see, there's a good bit of little color there, nice little chunky stuff. I'll try to zoom in on it for you guys. Not bad. Not bad for Mud Flats. So yeah, and there's a nice piece of lead and about a gallon of black sand. So yeah, I'm gonna get set up and let's get back over there before everybody starts getting here. So here's the hole I was working yesterday, and as you can tell, the water level dropped a little bit. This is all exposed now. This was all underwater right here. So set my high banker up right here this time. A little bit closer to the hole. I still got to move that pile of gravel and sand over there back to the hole when I'm done. What we got in there? Little minnow. Decided to live in our hole. Pretty cool. So yeah, let me get set up. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so good morning on day 2, and as you can see, I got everything set back up in the same hole I was working in yesterday. When you're getting good color in a hole, why move? You know, there are better other places that I could work today, but since there's a meeting today, I don't want to give them spots away. You guys know me, I like to keep some of my spots a secret. And there's a really good one, I'm just not going to say where. It could be over there, could be over there, could be right there. Just not going to tell you. But we got good color out of this hole right here, so we're going to continue working that. I'm going to throw you guys on the time lapse and you can watch me work. Enjoy the music. Now this is what I'm talking about. You got camping with a service here. They delivered me a peanut butter and jelly across the creek. They used the kids. Nice. Okay, so I'll bring you guys on in. Right down at the moment. I'm down to here. Always hate when that happens. Get a little bit of water, it splashes at you when you pull back on it. So yeah, what I'm doing is now that I got down to where I want to, I'm gonna take the hand pump and I'm gonna hand dredge out the bottom of this hole here. Yeah, be prepared, you might see some kayakers here and there, and there's some kids swimming, which they're my kids. So pay no attention to them. Let's do some hand dredging. Yeah. Having some fun.
Getting some gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my second clean out.
Did you get any yet?
Oh, I got a decent amount in the first run.
You click?
Yeah. Now I'm just cleaning out the bottom of my hole with my hand dredge.
Let's go.
All right. Having you some fun.
Yeah.
Good day for it.
Let the kids have fun and you get to get the gold.
Yeah, that's how it works. There's a bunch of you today. Good day for it anyway.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Have some fun.
How you doing?
How's it going?
You looking for gold?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, making a video too.
Oh sweet, my bad.
See me on YouTube.
Alright, what's your name?
Jeremy Cantor, Ohio Prospector.
Jeremy Candle?
Cantor, C-A-N-T-R.
Ohio Prospector?
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go. Sometimes that happens. And that's how you get your name out there too. Find a river full of people kayaking down, just tell them your channel. You'll see them later. Guarantee it. Okay, so I'm just breaking everything down. Getting ready to fill my hole back in. I got to take the rocks from here too. Throw them back in that hole. And I still got to go up there and take the tent down. I don't know if you can see it from here. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so I still got to go take the tent down. And yeah, then I'm going to see you guys back at the house. And here we are back at the house. And getting ready to do my favorite part. And for some of you guys that are new, I like to take my concentrates from out at the creek and run them through a cleanup sluice like this, because the amount of black sand and the coarse black sand that is very hard to pan, it can be very difficult. So I like to do this, classify it down, run it through the cleanup sluice, and then I use my pan, which It's full of fossils over here. I collected quite a few fossils and different kinds and varieties this time. We actually have some of my very first staghorn coral. As you can see right here on this side where my finger is hitting. It's hard to get it lined up in the camera. And there's a few other little chunks of it around the sides. As you can see. Hard to focus. And here's an even bigger piece of it that had broke off some period of time ago. Thousands of years ago. And yeah, those are just normal rocks the kids collected. But they did get that pretty cool piece of quartz. Kind of looks like it used to be a crystal at one time that eroded down in the creeks. So yeah, I'll use this pan at the end after I run my concentrates down. And I'll be right with you guys in a minute. And I figured since everybody likes seeing the shotgun pellets, there's one before it rolls down the pan. And there's even a little bit of gold. You can see there's some there. There. Yep, I'm still working on a cleanup here. And I still got all of that in there. It just gets so packed up in there that I feel like I need to do a clean out, so I do anyways. Probably could just run it, but I like doing clean outs. So I do that. Alright, be back with you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're at the final cleanup. And how did we do? Not too bad. Quite a bit of little chunky. And there's some nice little chunky pieces in there. Here's a penny for reference. Yeah, it's pretty small little stuff, but not too bad for that claim. Yeah, I'll say that Mud Flats is not too bad over there. Definitely decent for dredging. Seeing how this was just high banking. If I was to get the dredge out and operate over there for a little while, I'd probably definitely do better than this. For sure. It's got the potential over there. And there's quite a bit of gravel all throughout that area over in that section. I walked all around that little area. It's pretty decent all around. Not too bad. And this was 3 to 4 spec spot. So if I was on to one of the bigger spec spots, I probably would have had a lot more than this. And I realized once I got through the hard packed area, it started turning into like an oatmeal like clay with a harder clay about 1.5 feet deeper than that. I just didn't have enough time to actually clear enough down to get down to that low. And yeah, it's pretty cool to see all the people that were out and around. I didn't get enough time to do all the things that I wanted to do that I said I would do. But, you know, turn of events always points you in different directions to where you're doing what you want to do instead of what you need to do. Yeah, and I was more or less just trying to plug away at this. I could have went up there. The wife and sister-in-law said they were going to go up to the raffle and all that. I gave them money to go up there, and they never went up there. Imagine that. Just like a woman. They're like, I'll pocket that. Lottery tickets. But you'll have that. But it was still cool to meet up with some of the other guys that came over and hung out for a bit and talked to me and my wife and the sister-in-law. And I hope that the kids didn't really bother too many people out there. They were a little bit rowdy. Sorry about them cussing. It does happen. It's hard to keep 8 kids under wraps. You know, there were 9 kids. Yeah, I forgot. There was one of their friends came with them. But it happens. And it was fun all around. Everybody had fun. Me and the kids played football too out in the field. They were surprised that I can kick a football without any shoes on. I had fun at that. So, with that all being said, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you out there on the next one. Later. And just one more thing real quick. At least there was enough to make a smile in the pan. See you later.